اللهم اهدنا اللهم اخرنا اللهم استرنا اللهم ارفع مقتك مشفوطنا فيك بوجهنا يا كريم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. إنه من يهديه الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وحبيبه. أشهد أنه قد بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة ومحى الغمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين. فصلاة وسلاما على عبدك ونبيك محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: إلا تنصروه فقد نصره الله إذ أخرجه الذين كفروا ثاني اثنين إذ هما في الغار إذ يقول لصاحبه لا تحزن إن الله معنا. وعن تميم الداري رضي الله عنه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: لا يبلغن هذا الأمر ما بلغ الليل والنهار ولا يترك الله بيت مطر ولا وبر إلا أدخله الله في الدين بعز عزيز وبذل ذليل. عز يعز الله به الإسلام وذل يذل الله به الكفر أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. أما بعد, all praise to Allah, the one who should be worshipped. I bear witness that He is the creator of this universe and He is the one who should be worshipped. I bear witness that Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam is His messenger, true mercy sent to us. If you follow His path, inshallah will be in Jannah. Amma ba'd. Subhanallah, Allah, we are moving from a bounty to a bounty, from bonus to a bonus. Allah is giving us a way to go to Jannah, easy way. Easy way, wallahi, easy way. Why? Because imagine that you don't know the way. If you don't know the way, all the ways will take you somewhere. But if you know the way, you relax. You know this way is going, I'm going now to Toronto, this is the way to go there. I'm going to do this way, that's the way. Subhanallah, next week we're coming to a celebration, kind of, that we need to tell and talk about. What's the celebration? Two people left Mecca and went to Medina and they started the Islamic Ummah. What's the story here? The Prophet ﷺ, I'm talking about the hijrah of the Prophet ﷺ. Why I picked the hijrah? First, because of the timing. The hijrah is coming next week. We cannot do anything about it. It is coming. I wrote the time. The date is 26th of June. We're in 20th now. 6 days from now, the beginning of the hijrah year will start. But what does it reflect on us? Most of us, or all of us, I cannot say most, all of us are coming from somewhere in this world. Some part of the world we are coming from. Even the people who claim they are natives, which they are, still they are coming from somewhere. They moved. That's how it works. Everyone is moving in this world. Now, what's happening? What's the story about that this is Rasulullah moving from Mecca to Medina? And how do we learn from it? That's the khutbah today. What happened? First, let's start about the khutbah, the Prophet ﷺ, when he was revealed Iqra. First thing, Iqra. Bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. What did he do? He went to his wife and told her about the angel coming to him. He said, let's go to Waraqa ibn Nawfal. My cousin, Waraqa, let's see, he's a scholar. And he went to him and he said, Waraqa, he's an old guy, very old guy. He told him like that. I wish, I cannot say hope, because he died before even the Prophet was sent. I hope that I'm young. I can defend you when your people will kick you out. And the Prophet wasn't the Prophet at the time. He's just a normal person saying that I saw Sayyidina Jibreel. He said, no one comes with what you're saying except he will be fought and he will be kicked out. That's harsh on someone living in some place. Everyone. They say statistically, by the way, everyone lives maybe 20 kilometers away from the birthplace. Definitely all of us didn't live 20 kilometers away from the birthplace. Definitely. Now, especially the old people like you over 25. I live almost 6,000-7,000 kilometers away from the birthplace. Then we moved. And the Prophet moved. Now the story goes quickly, 13 years. And subhanallah, the Prophet, 10 years first, he went to Isra al-Mi'raj. Subhanallah, asra bi'abdihi laylan, right? He wore the buraq. He was on the buraq and he went from Mecca to the Masjid al-Aqsa. May Allah liberate him and stop this genocide there. And then he went up. And it's in the Quran, Subhanallah, asra bi'abdihi laylan. And subhanallah, 3 years after, Allah commanded him to move to Medina. And now, this is the story. He knows that the buraq is there. Why he didn't go on it? And imagine going from Mecca to Al-Medina, how long? 450 kilometers. And Masjid al-Aqsa is much further. Why he didn't go on it? Why? Always I think about it this way. Why the Prophet ﷺ didn't go on this buraq and move from Mecca to Medina in a split of a second? He couldn't be there. Why? But when I think about it a little bit, I thought that, okay, maybe he wants us to follow his footsteps. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. Even in migration, even moving from a place to a place, we have to follow his footsteps. Look at this. What the Prophet wants. One, he wants to create a new community. And that's alhamdulillah. We are here, all of us. Like I say always, we are one family. I left my family back home, and you are my family. My uncle, my brother, my cousin, my niece, my nephew. You are. I hope everyone will treat everyone like that. If you are my brother, will I attack you? Will I diss you? Will I? That's a question to everyone. But really, we have to think about this way. We're building a new community. Far away from back home. We are all here now. Allah brought us here. I don't think any of us here would thought, like me, as for example, I came 28 years. If you ask me 30 years before, 3 years before that, I didn't know where is Canada. I didn't know where it is. SubhanAllah. When it came to my head and fly, and I said, I'll get the nationality and come back. And SubhanAllah, 28 years now, I'm here. I didn't move anywhere. And every one of you have a story, definitely. If you talk about it in details, you will find many stories. And that's how we did, how the Prophet did. Let's see now, what did the Prophet do? First, when he migrated, he planned to move. Imagine the people who hated him, the mushrikeen, they put their money with him. And the Prophet didn't say, oh, they hate me, I'm migrating, I'll take their money. He didn't do that. He planned even to return the money to them. Then as a Muslim, we cannot steal. That's the first lesson. As a Muslim, you cannot steal. You cannot take what's not yours. 2, plan to return everything you owe. Plan. How to plan? He said to Sayyidina Ali, sleep in my bed. And in the morning, this is for someone, this money is, and return it tomorrow. 3, the submission of Sayyidina Ali. Imagine that you're sleeping on a bed of a dead person, he will kill me. But Sayyidina Ali, what did he say? He said, this is the best night I slept. Why? Because I know I'll wake up tomorrow. The Prophet said, wake up tomorrow, then I'll wake up tomorrow. Imagine you sleep and you know that you'll wake up tomorrow. I was telling a brother now from 3-4 days ago, I was praying and I found everything is shutting down. I thought I'm dying. And the shaitan came, get out of prayer, don't do it. And he said, I'm in prayer. Hopefully I'll die this way. Let me finish prayer and I'm alive still. Yeah, that's how it works. Now, Sayyidina 4, the Prophet when he's leaving, when he was leaving, all the mushrikeen was surrounding his house. How can he get out? All of of it surrounded, but he believes in Allah. When Allah tells you do something, don't question him. Even all the odds are against you. All the odds are against you. Still, you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 5, this is a side thing that for the people who have the amn, who the policing all of us, are recording us. Abu Jahl, he knows the Prophet was there in the house. You debate that? He knows he's there. And some of the mushrikeen said, you know that Muhammad is there. Break the door and kill him. You want to kill him. What's the big deal? Break the door and kill him. Look at Abu Jahl. Fir'aun هذه الأمة. He has morals. There's most of the police they don't have. And even in the Islamic countries, they don't have. What? He said, how can I get in? And his girls are there. I'll terrify them. Have you seen the police coming to our houses? Breaking it and not terrifying us? Seeing everyone in his own space, without clothes, without hijab, without. Even Abu Jahl has more morals than them. Wallahi, simple thing. Wallahi, simple thing. When you see the police killing, I want to kill, but still there is etiquettes how to kill. We'll wait for him to come out and then we'll do it. And the Prophet went out. Now, imagine with me, you come in, and now you want to kill someone, and he's in bed, and he found Sayyidina Ali. What's the first thing you do? You'll kill Ali. But no, I want Muhammad, I will get Muhammad. I don't care who's there. Back home, I didn't find you, I'll get your brother, I'll get your father, I'll get your mother. There's so many things they do, right? They have much more than us, but this is not our khutbah today. He went, Rasulullah, to Sayyidina Abu Bakr. Then he looked for a companion. If you're going to a trip, try to find a companion, a good one, to help you in the way. This is how it works. Try to avoid going alone. Try to find someone with you. Your wife, your kid. Talk to them. I had my best time when I'm driving my kids to school and coming back. My best time to teach them Quran, teach them what's the stories of the Quran. It's a good time. Talk. Don't let them play on the phones. Subhanallah, even in the khutbah, people are playing on the phones. Try to avoid that. The phones are our worst enemy. Wallahi, this will go away. I tell everyone, this will go away. We will go away and this will stay. That's how it works. Subhanallah. Then, what did he do, the Prophet? He said, let's go, Abu Bakr. He planned the way to Medina. And he went to Ghar Thawr. Ghar Hira, sorry. Ghar Hira. Ghar Thawr, sorry. Ghar Thawr. And then, did I write it down? Anyway, he went to a Ghar, I forgot one of them. And subhanAllah, he stayed there for 3 days. Or more. And now, what he did? Bring the food. And he asked the son of Abu Bakr to bring the food to him. And Dhatu Natiqain, Asma, brought the food with him. And they help and know what should you do. And Sayyidina Abu Bakr, that's a side story, he said to the Prophet, if someone looked under there, he will see us. Inside the cave, he will see us. Someone will say, didn't Abu Bakr have yaqeen? Yes, he has yaqeen, but he's scared that the Prophet will get killed. That's how scared he was on the Prophet. And then he said, Ya Abu Bakr, look at yaqeen. ما بالك باثنين الله ثالثهما. What do you think that the third of them is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Who tells himself that? Sometimes you do something haram and you say, Allah is not watching. Really? Allah is not watching? If a young kid, 3 years old kid, coming to the room, you will be panicking. Don't you knock on the door? And you're doing something haram, watching something haram. But you know that Allah is watching, right? The Prophet, in the severe thing, the people, the army is behind him, and he believes in Allah. He will save him. How many times you are saved? How many times? I have many stories on myself. This is not the time. Now the Prophet went towards Medina. And now this story I love. Wallahi, when I say it, I love it. Suraqa, radiallahu anhu, at that time he was a mushrik. But he was a Muslim now. He went after him. And Suraqa was a knight. He knows what he's doing. He rode the horse, ran after the Prophet. And when he got close to him, what happened? His horse tripped. He said, how come? Imagine you're a good driver and something happened. How come? How did this happen? He said, okay, maybe a mistake. Let's go in. Second time. The Prophet heard him. What did he say? You have to learn, by the way, some of the dua that we need to learn every time. When a problem or a calamity comes towards you, what should you say? Allahumma kfinihi bima shi'ta wa kayfa shi't. This is a dua. Allahumma ikfinihi bima shi'ta wa kayfa shi't. Oh Allah, take care of him. However you want and whatever you want. Do it. And he tripped again. And for the third time he did it. He said, oh, no. This doesn't work. 3 times? I'm a knight. I know himself. No. Oh Muhammad, give me peace. He said, okay, come. He gave him peace and he went towards him. And he said, what do you want? He said, the Prophet ﷺ, don't tell anyone where I'm going. Suraqa wants the 100 camels still, and the Prophet looked at him and he saw the money in his eyes. And he said, oh Suraqa, what do you think about the bracelets of Kisra? Of Kisra. Imagine someone running away and he's promising a man he will get the bracelets of the best king in the world. Kisra. I say, yes, Kisra. And Suraqa said, Kisra bin Shirwan? You're talking about this man? Or you have someone's name's Kisra, maybe. I don't know anything about. He said, no. It's Kisra bin Shirwan. I said, come on. Write it down. And Sayyidina Abu Bakr started writing down. When did he get the bracelets of Kisra? 13 years after. 13 years after. When Sayyidina Umar started the wars and he got to Persia, which the war is happening now. I have another hadith coming. Wait for it. And subhanallah, they got the bracelets from Kisra. And Sayyidina Umar brought the bracelets. Oh, these are the bracelets. Bring Suraqa. Where is Suraqa? He's fighting in Syria. Bring him in. He brought him. Imagine they're gold. We are men, cannot wear gold. It's prohibited on men to wear gold. But this is the command of the Prophet. You will take it. Put it on. And tell everyone that he, alayhi salatu wasalam, told you that. And he put it on. And he raised his hand. The Prophet promised me. So will I, Kisra. The Prophet promised all of us victory. On every way. Do you believe in the promise? It's up to you. He believed in the promise. Alayhi salatu wasalam. Anyway, let's move on. He went to Medina and built the Islamic nation at that time. Started from Medina. And then the Prophet died after 10 years. He was 63. And then Abu Bakr got it 2 years after. And then Sayyidina Umar came. And now, Sayyidina Umar, when he came, they were using the normal calendars, and he didn't like the calendars. How can we create our own calendar? And Sayyidina Umar started debating with the Sahaba. How can we do the calendar? And someone said that the time of the Hijrah, that I narrated the ayat, إذا خرجوا كفروا ثاني اثنين. Then we'll start from that date. From that year. We'll start the Hijrah calendar from that year. But which month should we start? And the Sahaba decided that it will be from the 1st of Muharram. Why? Because the people are going out from the Hajj, and this is the time, 1st of Muharram will be the start of the Hijrah month. And that's how it started Hijrah month. Hijrah year calendar. Then, subhanallah, until today, we're going on the 26th to 1447. 1400 years. And 47, this is when the Prophet migrated from Mecca to Medina. We learn a lot from that. We need to teach our kids. Why we teach our kids? This is the second part of the khutbah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لكم فاستغفروه يا فوز المستغفرين. استغفر الله بس لا يقوم تقول استغفر الله. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا واسرافنا. ان الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور انفسنا وسيئات اعمالنا. اما بعد, everyone will be surprised that what's happening definitely in Palestine and Gaza and the fight there. And why there? And most of the ulama saying this is the thermometer of the power of our ummah. When Masjid al-Aqsa goes down, our ummah goes down. When it goes up, our ummah goes up. This is the thermometer of the world. That's why we're concentrated. Why all the world is there fighting? It's a question. But I have a hadith, I heard it yesterday. That, I didn't write, I didn't have time to write it even, but I know it, I'll tell the meaning of it. That the Prophet was sitting with the Sahaba and he said that the fight will happen. Then what will happen if the Muslimin are weak? What will happen? Who will step in? Muslimin are weak. Who is sitting beside him? Salman al-Farisi. He said, and he put his hand on him and he said, they will take over. Allah, I heard this hadith. I said, what? I didn't authenticate the hadith yet. I didn't go after it, but it said it's there. But I have to say it. And that's what will happen, is happening now. The war started between Iran and whatever is there. And we don't know what will happen next. Maybe it will go away, maybe it stop, maybe we don't know that part. Definitely. Some people will say, oh, you're talking about Shia now and these kind of things. I say, yeah, we're talking about them. They have problems, I know that part. I know that they are bad. But still, some of the Sufiya part is still bad. They're worshipping and they're doing bad things. How bad was it? We're not a judge here. We're not the one who is responsible for that. But we are the one who will have to check and reflect. We are weak and they are helping. We have a saying in Arabic, عدو عدو صاحبي. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Right? Yeah, I know that someone will say, Khatib, you went far a little bit. No, we have to reflect and we have to think what's happening. All of this in the hijrah? The answer is yes. Then, remember the Prophet make a dua before he leaves. And he read Surah Yasin. Surah Yasin, لِمَا قُرِئَتْ لَهُ. If you read Surah Yasin, you have a calamity, read Surah Yasin. If you have a problem, read Surah Yasin. If you have anything, read Surah Yasin. The Prophet read it and he went through them. No one saw him. No one. 2, you have to teach our kids about the hijrah. You have to teach our kids about the hijrah. And teach yourself first before you teach your kids. I think, by the way, this khutbah, I didn't say much about the hijrah. It's a lot of details. If I keep on talking, you'll be staying with me until tomorrow. There's a lot of details in the hijrah. Teach your kids about hijrah. We don't know who will be the leader next. No one believed that any Salah ad-Din was there or Muhammad al-Fatih was there at that time. Try your best. You don't know who is who. Try to do your job. 3, teach your kids that our hijrah year will start. And this year is 1447. It's coming on the June 26th. Teach them. Tell them. 4, try to remember there's no special ibadah on that day. Nothing there. Knowing it is important. No special ibadah. It's just a normal day for us. But you have to know everything about it. Because it reflects who are we. Everyone knows his history. We have to know it too. 5, remember that a good day, a bonus day is coming. When is this bonus day? Is the 5th of July, which is Ashura, the 10th of Muharram. It's equal to a whole year of hasanat. And always I tell the youth and the old, like me, what's the reward? I just fasted Hajjar, if you did. I got 2 years, last year and this year. Why should I get 1 more year? And I always tell everyone, you're in a company and your company is giving you a bonus. If you show up on that day, $10,000. Will you show up? That's the question to everyone. Will you show up? The answer is yes. I will show up on your behalf. if I know about it and if you give me the money. And Allah is telling you, you will take a whole year. I said, I cannot. I don't want it. I already did it. What? Do it. Free hasanat. Take it. It's up to you to do it. Up to you to choose. And there is a story behind Ashura. There is no time for it. But the best thing again, it's Sayyidina Musa going and migrating and getting out of Egypt. خرج منها خائفا يترقب. He left Egypt, and Pharaoh was destroyed. I'll talk about it in next khutbah inshallah, because it's important to give it the whole khutbah. But you have to know again, it's a story. And someone said, this is a Jewish story. I said, no. It's a Muslim story. All the prophets are Muslims. You have to know something about. None of them are other religion. All of them are Muslims, and we are claiming that we are Muslims. You don't know, you don't want to know your grandfathers, your grandfather. Everyone showing, I am the son of and the son of. I'll finish with a simple story to show you who Sayyidina Musa when they are talking about our mother Safiya. I'll pass it now because I don't recall. But you have sometimes to show that you know, have knowledge. I'll finish with one more thing, and very important. We cannot finish without remembering our brothers. Make dua to them. And make dua to ourselves that Allah will save us and save our weaknesses. Because we are weak. We are trying. We are helping. But what's your share? Everyone has a share. Every one of us have to show it nicely. But you have to do your job. By donating, by telling, by talking to our MPs or MPPs. Try to do something about it. Try to tell even the non-Muslims. Maybe some of the non-Muslims, as you can see the Masira that would stop in Egypt. May Allah help us, and I'm Egyptian, that they were stopped. And some of them are not Muslims. Or the Safina, they came, the ship which came, and they were non-Muslims. And still they tried. They were trying. I'm not saying that you have to try. Why you should try? And let's finish with that. Ubri'u with Allah. I'm trying my best to Allah. I cannot do more. I cannot do more than that. The dua. Telling MPs. When you see an MP or MPP, what did you do in Gaza and Palestine? When do you going to finish the genocide? Killing anyone in the world is bad. Killing is bad. That's simple. Simple message. I don't want to go more. If you see Mark Burney or someone from MPs, try to tell them, stop the killing. Try your best. That's how we'll be questioned. Maybe the youth, I can see some youth here. Maybe you'll be the leader one day. Who knows? Who knows how it will work? Try to teach everyone. That's how we are planning. The talk today is about the hijrah, migrating from Mecca to Medina. And we are all migrated. Again, I'm telling everyone here that you migrated from somewhere to here, and Allah brought us all here. And I'll finish with that. All of us left our families back home, and you are my family. My brother, my cousin, my niece, my nephew, and everyone. If you deal with each other based on the family thing, wallahi, our lives will be much, much better, and our lives will prosper, and our lives will be in another way. That's what the Prophet did when he migrated. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت اللهم انصر اخواننا في فلسطين اللهم اطعم جائعهم واسق عطشانهم اللهم اغفر لشهدائهم واغفر لنا تقصيرنا يا رب العالمين اللهم ارحمنا فوق الارض وتحت الارض ويوم العرض واخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وقوموا الى صلاتكم ورحمكم الله واقم الصلاه.